Kristy, thanks for joining us here on MEIER Talks. I wanted to ask you a question. You work with a lot of buyers.
Correct.
So let's talk right now to a buyer who's new to the search process. And I'm curious, they're curious, should they be working with one buyer agent, multiple buyers agents? Talk to us a little bit about that.
So I think it's critical that the potential buyer interviews buyer's agents to see if it's a good fit, to see if they have a connection there, to make sure that their buyer's agent is actually going to work with them and help them out, because that could be essential too. Because sometimes there are buyer agents who will put them on the wayside and not really think of them like their top priority. But with me, people who come up to me, potential buyers, they will ask me what I can do for them. Because obviously they need something in it for them to be loyal to you. Mm-hmm. And with me, I immediately figure out what they like, what they don't like, but then I also figure out who they are as a person. What do they do for work? Where do they live now? I establish that connection. For example, I had a buyer before who I found out she spoke fluent Japanese, and I speak Japanese, so we hit it off right at the get-go. So that's always something very important to me, to establish that personal connection, because once you have that personal connection, everything else lines up. And then from there, I set them up in a home search. I make sure that there are searches that are going for them that fits their criteria, and if not, it's important to have an open dialogue with the buyer and the buyer's agent to make sure you guys are on the same page the entire time. And that's what I do, and that's what I pride myself on, and that is why buyers tend to stick to me.
Oh, that's cool. It's really interesting because a lot of times people will talk about how, I don't know, maybe we help you with the search, and obviously you help them a lot with the search,
right?
But you're really building relationships with these people.
Correct,
You're even telling them that it's okay to talk to more than one agent to find the right one, and you stick with them.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like, I want to know what they had for dinner last night, because that's how much I care.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is really awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.